Hello everyone, welcome back to my scheduling series. So this is the part number 4 of this series and my name is Shushmita. I am creating this series. So today we will learn how to calculate requirement according to the trend in linear model. There are many models to calculate the staffing, but today we will discuss about linear model. So before starting the video, I want to provide some information with you guys that if you not subscribed yet to my YouTube channel, please do subscribe because I am providing WFM career building guidance in my YouTube channel from basic to advanced level. You can also follow me on Instagram and LinkedIn. And in coming Sunday, I am launching my WFM notes in Gumroad. You can download the note from beginning to advanced level on provided link. So stay tuned with me. Now let's get started the video. So in the same Excel sheet, I will create the requirement calculation. So if you have watched my previous video, then this Excel sheet is known to you. So in this Excel sheet, I have created another new sheet and I will copy this volume pattern to the new sheet. So basically I am copying and paste the volume trend. Now let's assume that in upcoming week the call volume will be say 6,000. So based on this 6,000 call, we will calculate the number of calls coming in interval wise. Okay. So first of all, we will divide this 6,000 call into weekly basis. Okay, so for weekly basis calculation, we need to multiply the percentage with call volume. This need to change in number. This is the weekly division. Now we need to calculate it in interval level. So the interval level percentage into number of call will arrive in day. We need to change the number format of this. So here is my call arrival pattern. Okay, this is in number. We need to convert the arrival pattern from percentage into number so that we can calculate the workload or requirement. Now I will copy the HT because for requirement calculation we need two basic component, that is call volume and other is HT. Okay, so I have copy pasted the HT trend which we have considered for 50 seconds. Now we have to consider the shrinkage also. So I have copy pasted the shrinkage. Now we need to consider another thing which is occupancy, because an agent never take calls with his entire shift. He needs break, he needs some time for breathing. So that's why occupancy is important. So here I will take some random number for occupancy. So here is my occupancy. Now we will calculate the requirement. What is requirement? Requirement is to handle the interval level call volume after considering occupancy and HT. So what will be the requirement? Now we will calculate the requirement. So I will create another table, just copy and paste. Now this is raw requirement. We need to require this number of agents. We have not considered shrinkage yet. I will explain the shrinkage consideration. So here is HT into interval call volume divided by, we have 30-minute interval. 30-minute interval means 1800 seconds in one interval. So 1800 into occupancy, because I have already told you an agent cannot work entire his shift. He needs some time for breathing. This need to change in number format. Okay, so this will be our requirement. We need to drag out the formula. Okay, so that is, now we need to do the sum in day level. So this is raw requirement. We need this number of agent in interval level and day level. Now we will create a schedule and implement the schedule count in requirement like table. So first of all, we need to create a sheet. I have renamed the sheet in roster. Okay. So I am creating this. It will be take some time to create a roster. I have not put any name or employee ID. Just I am creating shift so that you guys can understand and create your own scheduling template. So I am putting date. I'm changing the format. This format will be okay. So it's March. Okay, just change the format, month and okay, this done. Now this plus 1 along with the date, I am also implementing the day also, so that we can easily create the schedule. No need to put name or employee ID. Okay, I will create here it 24 into 7 window. Okay, first shift will start from 7 a.m. and it will end at 4 p.m. Okay, 7 to 4 shift. Okay, first I will provide the shift, then I will arrange the offs, week offs and PL also. So 3 people, and now another shift will start from 3 at 3 p.m. So this and end the shift 3 p.m. shift will end at 12 a.m. This okay, drag and drop, and now another shift will night shift, which will be start from 11 p.m. and end at 8 a.m. This is called overlapping shift. Just understand the process. No need to memorize it. Okay, just understand the process so that you can implement it with yourself. So I am also providing off here. First of all, I will provide entire off for one agent. I am planning only 1 week off. So I am adding count of shift. In upper part of roster, I'm adding a column count of shifts. So I'm shorting this. I also added date and day according to roster. I am applying count if formula. So first of all, in count if we need to provide a range. So the range from where the formula can count this, and criteria will be one shift. So the shift is 7 to 4, first shift. So we need to freeze the 7 to 4 cell. Now I will drag drop the formula. Here in total part, I am considering only scheduled head count. Okay. So just copy paste the requirement table, and here we will calculate the schedule count. This is the fun part of this video. Just understand the process. In Monday, first shift will start from 7 a.m. So in 7 a.m. we have 2 head count. Don't forget to log, and it will end at 4 p.m. 4 p.m. means it will end at 3:30 p.m. Okay, so I am dragging this 2 head count because from 7 to 4 only 2 head count will be available. Okay, but in 3 p.m. we have added 3 head count. So with this 2 head count, we need to add another 3 head count. The total head count will be 5, but it is only for 3:30 p.m. because after 3:30, 4 to 7 shifter will log out and only 3 head count will be available till 10:30. After 10:30 at 11 p.m., night shifter, which head count is 3, will added with this shift. So then head count will be 6, but after 12 a.m. in Tuesday night, only 3 head count will be available. This 3 head count will available from Monday night, Monday after 12 a.m. Okay, and for Tuesday after 6:30 from 7 a.m. another 2 head count will be added because another shift 7 to 4 will start. So here is the process which will go on till Sunday. You need to do it very carefully. Now we have to assume that our week starting from Monday, and I am showing you the roster from Monday. But in Monday night, there will be some Sunday night shifters which I have not included in my roster. So I am putting 3 head count in Monday night from 12 a.m. to 6:30 p.m., which is not formulated. Now we need to find out the schedule post considering the shrinkage. So this is my schedule count, but we need to consider the schedule count after excluding the shrinkage. So the formula will be schedule count into 1 minus shrinkage. We have already considered the shrinkage. So I'm just drag and drop the formula. We need to create another table to find the over under. Over under means requirement versus schedule post considering the shrinkage. So just minus schedule post shrinkage from requirement. And just drag drop the formula. This is how it's look like. I hope this staffing calculation example made the concept easy to understand. If you found this video helpful, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. In the next episode of the scheduling series, we will explore how to manage over-under of scheduling by adjusting the roster. See you soon in next video. Till then, take care and bye-bye.